Of ski resorts were watch brands, Swiss edition.
This is 150 Days of Winter. You get this view.
It's been an incredible day. Thank you all, for everybody.
If you didn't see it previously, I did a version for French ski resorts. In the French version, we missed out some of the very large Swiss watch brands because I didn't think they matched any of the resorts. Okay, in the Swiss version, I think that it's a race to the top. Okay, there is a lot of very exclusive Swiss ski resorts. So anyone who is missing the holy trinity of watches, you'll appreciate that they are here. I would also like to point out that, of course, as always, this is all a bit of fun. These are my opinions. If you have a problem with them, please let me know in the comments down below. Okay? I live in France, not in Switzerland. I might be completely wrong about some of these, but again, this is my video. And one more thing, I want to apologise for my gruff voice throughout this. I'm recovering from a bit of a cold. If you enjoy the huskiness, then good for you. For me, I've just tried to read the following without coughing and all the other things there. Andermatt. So Andermatt, the polar opposite to Stade, Andermatt has some of the best off-piste skiing in the area. It's a relatively unknown resort compared to others on this list, but only recently has seen considerable expansion and redevelopment. Rather like Blancpain, one of the, well, I'd say the oldest surviving watch brand. However, it was resurrected in the 1980s and it's now, I think, part of the Swatch Group. Stade. So Stade, when you think of ski resorts that say old inherited money, the silent G in Stade comes to mind. Likewise, Patek Philippe is the watch that is most likely to be passed down from generation to generation. I think the most expensive, I'm not going to say it's the most expensive, but they make some of the most expensive and most complicated watches. So, yeah. St. Moritz. Apart from skiing, St. Moritz is known for two things: the Cresta Run and snow polo. Yeah, that's polo ponies on snow. Two sports that are absolutely bonkers. And so that's the main reason why I've chosen Jaeger-LeCoultre as the watch to match to St. Moritz. Okay? And more specifically to that, the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, a watch that was specifically designed that you could flip it over and protect it when you are playing polo, or even when you are going down the Cresta Run on a tea tray, for want of a better word. So, Crans-Montana. I'm going to go for Audemars Piguet. So, well, again, up there with the Holy Trinity, less pretentious than Stade. Crans-Montana emits a more strange show of wealth. Okay, you don't even need a gold frame. Put it this way, a steel Royal Oak says it all. Davos. I'm going to say Vacheron Constantin. Again, we're there with the Holy Trinity. Okay, almost more famous for the coming together of the wealthy elites every year to discuss how they're going to screw the rest of the world out of their money than it is for skiing. And thinking of a watch that the 1% of the 1% would wear, I think, is a perfect match for Vacheron Constantin. As a comparison, compared to Rolex, Vacheron, I think, make only about 2.5% of the watches that Rolex do, making them extremely exclusive. Cloisters. So Cloisters is Davos's slightly less stuck-up neighbour. as described by novelist Tom Robbins. Discreet luxury, yes. Pomposity just for show, no. Of course, a famous ski resort for the then Prince Charles. He even has a lift named after him called the Prince of Wales. So I'm going to say Cartier. The Santos and the Tank, to be concise. Class in a watch. Discreet luxury, yes. Pomposity just for show, no. Saas-Fee. Saas-Fee is synonymous with the park skiing that goes on in there. And when you see them training every year, and for this reason, because of course the people who are doing that, they would go for Casio G-Shock. I know, God tier, but I can imagine anyone who's hucking off one of those things would not wear anything else except for this piece of indestructible watch. So Mürren, or if you want to say Mürren, also Schiltshorn, a resort that is famous for several things. The Inferno downhill race, but it's also famous for the James Bond restaurant, the Piz Gloria. So you might think, you know what, I'm going to go for Omega, James Bond watch. However, you might also thought that I would have gone for Swatch, as the Audi 9s competition has changed their title sponsor, so they're now the Swatch 9s. However, because of Her Majesty's Secret Service that was filmed there, starring George Lazenby, of course, through the film he's wearing either a Rolex Submariner or a Rolex Pre-Daytona, which again, beautiful watch. However, because I've already given Rolex to another resort, I'm going to say, I'm going to go with Tudor. Okay, Rolex's cool sister brand. Verbier. And for Verbier, Verbier's synonymous with celebrities, Richard Branson, James Blunt and Ed Sheeran, to name just a few. It is also very upmarket, and for that reason, I'm going to go for Rolex. Yes, Verbier gets the Rolex crown, okay? Even for the hardcore that want to ski Montfort, a Rolex sub is a perfect watch to compare for that. Wengen. For Wengen, because Wengen is very famous for being on the ski alpine circuit and has the Lauberhorn ski races there. So of course I'm going to go for Omega. I think their Speedmaster range goes perfectly with this. And of course finally we have Zermatt. And of course, what am I going to say for Zermatt? So Zermatt's one of those old school ski resorts. Base of the Matterhorn, only accessed by train, no petrol cars in the winter. It could have been so many classical watch brands. AP, Rolex, you name it. And it was going all so well until just while I was writing this, Hublot released a special edition for the resort. Basically, a Hublot Big Bang with a picture of the Matterhorn on it. So, sorry, Zermatt, you blew it. I'm not blaming Hublot for doing it. I'm blaming you for allowing Hublot to put your name on it. So if you have enjoyed this, or if you disagree with me completely, please leave your comments down below. You click the like button, click the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.